Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Mason. Um, come here. Come here, honey. Okay. We're just going to do this. We're going to take the collar off the cat. And now he'll be quieter. Because he's just screaming, crying. Be free. Hey, I'm Mason. Welcome back to my channel. So last week we did, oh my god, I literally told myself I was going to bring a fidget cube or something. Let me hold on to this. I'm like, I need to have something to squeeze while I'm doing this because editing it, I do have cat hair on my face though. Editing last week's video was hell for a few reasons. Number one being me like touching my face 1,000 fucking times. I should have put a fucking like face counter. That drove me insane. I recognize now that's like a fidget thing for me. And I was like driving myself insane editing it. And then the fact that I recorded it all in one go on my iPhone. And that video I think when uploaded was like 24 minutes long. When I tell you it was over an hour, and then I couldn't get the file to send to my laptop, so I had to edit it on my iPhone. And iMovie for iPhone, that app shouldn't even fucking exist. It's a terrible app. You can't do shit on there. You can't use half the features. So I wanted to include so many more photos in that last video, but I could not figure out how to do it. And I tried looking it up, and people are like, oh yeah, just use it on the Mac. I can't send it to my Mac, but I didn't want to refilm that entire video to add photos. So one of these days I will make a proper timeline of like me just growing up and becoming Mason, of making Mason, and I'll include actual photos from my childhood. But that's why I didn't have photos in last week's video. I'm so sorry. This week we'll have photos if it calls for photos. You know, it will call for photos because this week we are doing my I was going to say my 1 year update on T, but it's been almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October. But yeah, that's what today's video is. It's called my actual 1 year update, even though we're closer to 2 years. But shit, we're just gonna get started. Okay, so I started on testosterone in October of 2023. October 28th is when I took my first shot of testosterone. The first thing I tried my darndest to like remember it and write it in order, but like I said, because I didn't keep like a video log, I didn't write shit down. I did not write anything down. I'm so bad about that. But I guess the first thing I really do remember is kind of like the classic T flu that everyone says they get, which it did kind of hit me hard. I'm not one to really get sick, but like my throat got very, very, very sore. And I was kind of like sick for like 2 whole days. But I was like laying in bed. And I remember my roommate like took my temperature and she's like, "You don't have a fever, like you're fine." And I was like, "I just feel terrible." But like the T flu was real. That lasted for like a few days and it was fine. But what lasted a very long time was like that lump in my throat feeling, and it just felt like anytime, like, because I had like a sore throat from like the T flu thing when I first started, and I like it lasted for like I would say like the honestly like the first 2 months. It just felt like a lump in my throat, and it was like really uncomfortable to swallow anything, like whether it be like food, drinks. Anytime I would like swallow, it felt like it had to like navigate around this lump in my throat. So that was a really odd feeling. What came with that immediately after was like the sweating, like really, like I got really, really bad night sweats, and thank God I kind of started like in the colder months. Um, but I mean, typically I'm a very cold person because I'm a very like small person, and so I still had like a lot of meat on my bones. And so before tea, I would get cold very easily. But bitch, being on tea, that first winter going through it, I slept in like just my underwear with my fan on, and it would be like 36 degrees outside. And you know, we don't really like keep the heat on in our house because we were both kind of like we both now run hot. So we just rather have like a colder house. But man, I was like sweating. I remember in the winter that first year, I would literally like leave my window cracked open in my room when it'd be like 30, 40 degrees outside just to get some cold air in because I was so hot, and that is like so out of character for me. I've never been sweaty like that before. I would say that lasted probably like for the first year, like the really intense, like just always so hot. I do get warmer now naturally, but it's not as intense as that first year. That first year though, it was rough. It was really hot. It was really hot for me. I'm still a more naturally warmer person, which thank God I have it on like a pros. I also wrote like a pros and cons list down here. I do have one of the right. So let's try this again. I'm pretty sure I made it through the introduction, so I don't have to say all that again. It never dawned on me to charge this little guy. Um, gosh, I've had it for months now, and I've never had to charge it. That probably should have been a telltale sign, right? Um, and then it didn't dawn on me because it's never died on me before. It didn't dawn on me that when it died, that the iPhone wouldn't just know to pick up the audio again because it's going through an external bit. It's going to be a little bit quieter this time, not as high energy. Maybe I'll wake up. I just woke up. I did have the audacity to put a nice shirt on. I'm not in my pajama shirt. Oh, and I smartly crossed everything off as I went along, so I don't have. Uh, well, I'll just start from here in order, because editing me will probably appreciate this. So, sweating tea flu. I'm trying to go in order. Increase appetite, Um, what the fuck? Oh, so when you write on your iPad and like it tries to auto correct it to like make it look like nicer handwriting, sometimes it just fucks up. So increased appetite equals weight gain. Absolutely. That's probably been my favorite change being on tea is the increase in appetite. Because like I said, very thin person. I also have ADHD, so like I just don't ever remember to eat, and I just pre-tea would just never get hungry. So I would just never really eat, you know? But now I actually have a fucking appetite. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I want breakfast. Like I am hungry. I need breakfast. But beforehand, I pretty much never ate breakfast. I would just like have my little energy drink and just that would just hold me over till like noon, 1 o'clock until lunch. I would just never eat breakfast. But now I gotta eat breakfast because I'm always hungry. Definitely gained quite a lot of weight kind of fast. I think a lot of it was water weight. Um, I know I'll mention I'll like put photos, like the face change happened. I don't want to say pretty fast. It's hard when you look at your face every fucking day. But I did take a photo every day for you just the face change. But I think like the water weight kind of affected like the face, definitely the belly. That was crazy. But I haven't weighed myself in a while. I think I had to weigh myself back in March for my consultation, and I was like 117 then. But prior to T, I have never, ever, ever in my life hit triple digits. Yeah, no, never hit triple digits. I think I was probably like 96, 97 pounds prior to starting T. So finally fucking hitting triple digits is very exciting for a bitch who's almost in their 30s. Um, it's nice. I'm still, I think that's still like underweight or maybe moderate weight. I don't know. I'm 5'6", so I don't know like what I'm supposed to be weighed at, but I think a first good indicator that I was gaining weight was when my chiropractor, who I've been seeing for like 5 or 6 years now, on like every month, he was like, I can tell like you're gaining more weight because your back is getting wider. So, and definitely that has grown. My like shoulders have grown, my wingspan has grown, and the only way I could really tell was probably around. Oh my gosh, I'm really trying to think. Um, Maybe like a year, like officially like a year or so in. So I haven't been binding for almost a year. One because I hate tight things, like tight feeling. It makes me like so uncomfortable. I cannot handle tight clothing, and so like the feeling of being like compressed, it freaks me out. Honestly, my binder it just doesn't fit anymore. Like I have such a wide back that if I put it on, it's a struggle to put it on. And then if I do manage to put it on, I cannot. Well, I can very difficultly wiggle out of it. It's very hard to like wiggle out. It doesn't have any. There's no like button closures, no zipper closures. So like it is over your head, and then it's by Flaunt, which is a Texas-based queer brand. So I thought that was cool, supporting like a local Texas business. And I do love their binder. I think it's called the Bearskin binder. I do love it. I have it in two different colorways. but I got the extra extra small because you're able to, like, if you're in between sizes, you're able to like send your measurements to them and they'll email you back like what they think would be a good fit. And at the time, they recommended the extra extra small, which it fit me great. It's amazing. I have very small itty bitties, thank God. Um, but as my back has grown, my tits have shrunk more being on T because of the fat redistribution. But because the back has gotten wider, getting it off is literally nightmare inducing. Like, it is nightmare fuel as someone who doesn't like to be trapped in itty bitty, like, skin tight things. I can't do it. I cannot do it anymore. I remember one time I got stuck. You know the classic, you get it stuck over your fucking head. Anyone who has UDs know, because any sports bra has also probably done that to you. Get in that phase if like you're stuck over your head and you can't do. I literally thought I was gonna have to like call my sister who lives a few cities over to come over and help me get out of it. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like I don't know what to do. So that was freaky, and that was the last time. I was like, I don't want to buy another one because I'm so close to top surgery. I just don't want to shell out that money. And it's also Texas summer. I'm not binding in the summertime. Fuck you. Like, anyways, with the increased sizing too, so I started bloating a lot with the weight gain. I think a lot of it had to do with I was eating more, but I was not fueling my body correctly. I was just eating whatever I could get my hands on, pretty much, and that did cause significant bloating. My favorite pair of shorts, I'll have to insert a photo of me in these shorts. I bought those pre-T, and they used to be, they're a size 28 in men's, and they used to be too big on me to where I do that classic hack where you like take the button and like the belt loop beside it and like loop it around and button it or whatever. So you can do that instead of wearing a belt. That's how big those bitches used to be on me. Starting T, like the first few, I guess going into the summer because I started it in the winter. So like going into that spring, summertime, so I'd been on testosterone for probably like 4 or 5 months now. I could not button them. Like they would not fit my waist. Like I was so bloated all the time. And I for real thought it was just the fat redistribution. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just like carrying weight here. It's so freaky. No, bitch. I was just eating bad food that was making me bloated. I have discovered that I can eat gluten. It does make me bloated. Sugar, same way. It makes me very bloated. So I just have to watch what foods I eat, and I can slim down pretty significantly. And since discovering that, those pants do fit. Oh, and then also increase shoe size, which is honestly such a curse. Such a curse. I love being able to fit into like men's size shoe thing, men's size shoes now. But at what cause? Oh my God. I am such a whore for shoes, okay? So it's really depressing. I'm thinking of like all the good shoes I lost because I can't fit them anymore. Before T, I was like a size men's, or they consider it like a boy's 5.5, which I think was like a European 36 or 37. I prefer European sizes. That's just much more consistent, honestly. But now I'm a men's size 7. I went from a 5.5 to a 7. So I wear like a European like 38, 39 now. RIP all those shoes I owned. I own so many. It's so sad, honestly. The only shoes that really keep fitting me are like my Doc Martin, like the boots, because those just run so big naturally. It's just so weird. I fit those still. My Birks, thank God, I still fit those because those fuckers are expensive. But like all my Vans, I had some kick-ass Vans. I had like the Charlie Brown ones are my favorite ones of all time that I used to wear every fucking day. I'm still trying to find some that won't break the bank because those were like limited edition, so I did pay a lot of it. Pay a lot of money for them up front when I got them. But they're my favorite fucking shoes. I'll have to buy those again. I'll have to buy the limited edition Hellfire Old Schools, which were my other favorite pair I'd always wear. Once again, limited edition. I got those for my birthday one year. Like, so when I have the funds to shell out to buy those again, that's what I want to do. And then, oh my God, if anyone could find, I'll insert a photo, these pair of boots in a men's 7, for real, please, please, please hit me up. Those are my favorite fucking pair of shoes of all time. I am a bitch for black boots, okay? I love me a black boot. Those shoes, I think they're discontinued on Doc Martin, but those are my favorite shoes. favorite boots of all time. I want them again so fucking bad. So if anyone can find those in a men's 7, please God hit me up. Oh my God, please. I'll pay any amount for those shoes for real. I will shell out a lot for those shoes. I miss them so much. I and they like went with all my outfits, and now I can't fucking wear them. So it's so depressing. Hairy body, yeah. I mean, you've heard like, oh, the ass hair, oh, this hair, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not centered. I'm so sorry. I have the grids on my phone. Um, quit. I wonder if there's a way to turn that off. Every time I shake my iPad, it's like delete. No, idiot. You're not an etch a sketch. But yeah, the hairy body. That be real. I was already kind of hairy to begin with, low key. I have like that Iranian in me, so I do be hairier naturally. But like, for instance, the hair above my knee was always blonde. Now it is, I guess, what, brown, whatever fucking color this is. So it's a lot hairier now than before. I could try to insert photos, but I mean, I don't think I ever took photos of my leg hair. Um, but yeah. Oh, I also used to never grow hair on the back of my calf. I do now. I have hair everywhere. I have a lot of hair like growing like up on. I don't know if you can see that, like up on my shoulder and stuff like that. I do have acne because it's new hair coming in, so like that causes me to break out. Have it across my back, on my chest. I already had a happy trail pre-T, but it's now more so. It's more connected to the chest. I shave all that. That just drives me insane personally. Oh my God, I think I get hair on the top of my feet. I do. I get hair on the top of my feet now. Um, you can kind of see it on the back of my hand. And then facial hair. You're not going to see it on me because I shaved last night, but I have to shave like every 3 days because it does come in pretty fast. I would say it probably took around, oh my God, I would for real have to start looking at photos. It was definitely before last winter. So a little less than a year on T, I started noticing it more. It grows all through here. It grows down. It's like all connected down through here, all through here, and then just right here. And then I do like get the peach fuzz. I actually shaved it off for the first time like a couple of weeks ago, and it is growing back. So I get that. Some of the hairs are dark there, but it does not like fill out on my cheeks super much. And then not a lot here yet. But one thing I have not liked hair wise is my hair has thinned a lot on top. But that might have to do with the testosterone, but I think a lot of it, honest to God, has to do with the fact that I went from living in a house that had filtered water my entire life, and then when I moved into this house, it just did not dawn on me that I don't have filtered water here, and that really did a number on my hair because my hair was already shedding a lot pre-T, and then I think being on T just kind of like amped it up even more. But I have been using a filter shower head, and my hairstylist says that she can notice a lot of baby hairs and a lot more growth happening. So if you're on T and you're noticing hair thinning and you don't have a filtered shower head, I would seriously consider looking into one. The big one, oh yeah, voice drop, obviously. I think I really started noticing a difference like 4 months in. I'll insert a chart here. I've been using a voice app. I think it's called Voice Analyzer. It's free. I've been using that to kind of track my vocal progress. I did do the classic. This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice 2 months on T. I can put it here.
Hi, I'm Mason, and this is my voice 1 day on testosterone. Hi, I'm Mason, and this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 2 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. Hey, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 4 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 5 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 7 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 8 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 9 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 10 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 11 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Mason, and this is my voice 1 year on testosterone.
So I did that for a whole year. You heard in the video when it really started getting noticeable. I should have watched that video prior to recording, but I did not think to do so. Um, so yeah, that's that. Other than that, the only other thing which I did not talk about at all would be period, which I've always had a very, I would just say like a regular period. Nothing crazy. I would have cramps like the first night, but nothing like crazy bad. Just like I need to sleep on my stomach or like with a pillow. And that's the only thing that ever happened. I never had a crazy bad period. I think it always lasted 5 days perfectly. Um, I stopped having my period for real in January of 2024. So I started October 2023. I had like one more in November, and that one was like only like 2 or 3 days. And then December, it didn't have anything, and I was like, I'm home free. And then January, I had one again. I was like, fuck. And then I haven't had a period since January of 2024. So once again, that is just genetics. I would still get like phantom cramps, and maybe I still do because I'll kind of like still feel it every now and then. But it has been so long without my period that I have not been. I don't know like when my cycle would have been, so I can't like pin it to being like, oh, it's just that. I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but I'm on the same dose of tea that I started with way back in October 2023, which is zero point 0.3. I'm gonna fuck this up. No, ml. I think I don't know. It's zero point 0.3. Fucking when you pull, it's zero point 0.3. I use the 1 milliliter syringe, so yeah, it would be zero point 0.3 milliliters. And I do that once a week, and I like my changes. My doctor was like, "Do you want to up it?" And I'm like, "Nope, let's not fuck up what we got going on." I enjoy it. I think I see my changes happening at a natural rate. So that's just, it is what it is. I do wish I had made like the monthly updates like I originally planned, but we can't go back in time. But yeah, once again, thank you to all. If you have donated, if you're seeing this on my GoFundMe because you donated, you mean the world to me. That means so, so much to me. If you can, and if you would like to continue sharing this story, that does mean a whole lot to me. If you haven't donated and you would like to, it will be linked in the description below because a bitch got verified on here. So I didn't know you had to be verified to put links in your description. So I've been like pinning them in the comments, but I got verified on YouTube. So I can now link it in the description. So that's exciting. But yeah, the link will be down there if you would like to donate to my GoFundMe for top surgery, or if you have it in your heart just to share it, that would be so, so great. Thank you so much. You can follow me on, I'll say on my socials. I'm only really on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. You can ask me any questions below, or if there's any videos you would like to see me do, because I'm kind of low key running out of ideas. I have some ideas, but if there's anything specific you would like me to talk about, um, I do be a trans man living in Texas, so with no plans to leave, just because I really can't afford it, and I like all my friends and family here. But if you have any questions about that, or if there's any topics you'd like me to touch on, do let me know in the comments below. Seriously, I'd be happy to answer them. Give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great next week. And I'll see you guys next Friday.